Thank you for joining us for this newest CCA pre-tournament press conference. With us today, we have the number 6 seed on the women's side, Sonoma State. Representing the Seawolves, we have head coach Richard Sherwitz and student athlete Zane Sheckard. Coach, let's just talk a little bit about your team's run. You guys had to play until the final game of the year and actually even had to wait for other results to come in to make the tournament. Just talk to me a little bit about the way that you guys have stayed in competition mode until the final game of the season to earn your spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, we really feel honored to be representing Sonoma State in our tournament, as everybody has had a interesting year, to say the least. And I'm really proud of our team. We haven't had our full team for probably 2 months. We didn't have our team playing lots of games with 7 and 8 players. So just being able to compete while down different players, different team every week, I think is a testament to their grit and their desire to do things the right way. So I'm really happy that we were able to win a few games late and keep us in competition, so that win on Saturday was able to catapult us in.
Well, let's be honest about that other one. That win on Saturday also kind of made a clean slate for everybody in the tournament. You guys had everybody 0-0 at this point. It doesn't really matter. What opportunities does this tournament just present for you guys to, however far you go, whatever it is, just close the year on a strong note, because you guys obviously closed the regular season on a strong note?
Yeah, I think exactly what you said. It's 0-0 now, and all the chips are on the table, and we kind of discussed that in our locker room going into Saturday's game as a situation where it was a win or go home game. So we're back at it now with the same opportunity of win or go home, and we were fortunate to have that chance.
Zane, I'm just going to say this one bluntly to you. It's a unique situation when you guys play the regular season finale against the same team that you guys are going to play in the first round of the playoffs. Being honest, you guys did beat Cal State LA with yours back against the wall. How confident does that give you guys confidence going into Thursday's matchup?
I think it definitely does give us some confidence. It's hard to beat a team 3 times playing them, but we came out a whole different team on Saturday, and I think we're going to carry over that energy to get the dub on Thursday.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the things that identify your team out there. You guys have given up only about 60 points a game. You guys obviously rely a lot on your defense. Talk to me about what you guys do and the way that we know defense is about effort. How has Coach been able to get everybody to buy in to have such strong defense? Because you're only as good as your weakest link. Right.
So since I've been here, Coach Rich has always emphasized defense. Defense has been the number one thing, and the number one thing of like what we want to do. We're not that team that's going to go out there and keep running up and down the floor, pushing the ball a lot. So we need to take care of it on the defensive side, so we're able to keep those high scoring teams at a low scoring game. So I think that's just really important. And like I said, he emphasizes it every single day in practice. He's emphasized it for 4 years of me being here. So yeah.
Do you think that defensive oriented teams, it could be an advantage for you going into a tournament setting like this?
I think, yeah, definitely. I think defense wins you games. 100%. So we're just going to go in Thursday where we know how they play. We know what we have to do defensively to beat that team. So if we stick to our principles and stick to what we know, we'll come out with the outcome we want.
Fantastic. Coach, I got to ask you that same one too, but how is it important is, like you said, the defense is always going to be there, that you guys can have some consistency in your game. Offense, even good teams miss some shots sometime. How is it important that you guys have committed to this defense to give you guys yourself a chance for the run and even a run in the playoffs?
Well, that old cliche that defense travels, right? That if you're, not every night are you going to stick jump shots. Not every night are you going to be able to be better just in man-to-man situation with the other team. So, my philosophy has always been that if we defend, we have a chance to win. I'm proud of our team. And like Zane said, she's been with us for 4 years, and our identity has always been on the defensive side of the ball. And so we really spent a lot of time, a lot of effort on that. And it has shown us and on many occasions that it's allowed us to play in games that maybe the team is better than us, but we're able to come out with success because of it. And it's also shown that giving our team something to be and somewhere to hang their hat on every night.
Let me ask you for this one, because it is a unique situation with you playing the same team back to back. Don't give anything away. That's a coaching strategy or anything like that, but just give the fans a little bit of insight. When you do play somebody back to back on this one, you're playing them twice within a week. How much do you change your strategy that you went in on Saturday for? Do you, because you had success and stuff like that, do you stick the same? Do you still end up switching up a lot? I'm just curious from a fan point of view.
I think it's a mentality versus a strategy. In reality, just like you said, we're going to try to defend. That's number one. So we're going to defend. We're going to try to offensively, we're going to try to exploit what we feel our strengths are against them. But more importantly is the mentality of, like Zane had already mentioned, that being a team 3 times in a year is hard to do. And going into a situation where it's win or go home, right now, your mentality has to be right. You got to be hungry. We talk about being the hunter all the time and making sure that we're out there, striving to be our best on that night. So I think it's more of a mentality versus a change of strategy.
Thank you. Final question here for you, Zane. I look through the box score. I can see all the numbers. But if I had to ask you, what is your team's greatest strength? Something that doesn't show up in the box score. What do you feel your team's greatest strength is?
Our bench. Having our bench being super supportive, their energy feeds onto the court. First half is always nice because we're playing defense on the side of our bench. But the second half is when, we need our bench to keep us up on the game and being loud, because when the crowd starts getting loud, it's hard to hear. So I think our bench is just our number one thing that a lot of people don't realize and recognize, is a lot of our energy on the court feeds from them.
Fantastic. Great answer. And on that note, we look forward to seeing both you, Coach Shewith, and the whole bench up there on Thursday for your opening round game. You guys will play at noon against Cal State LA, as we already mentioned, to open up the CCA tournament. So, Coach Zane, just thank you so much for joining us today on this pre-tournament press conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Danny.